My name's Esther and I'm here in El Tavo, Chile, and we've just finished a youth retreat. We've had about 20 young people and 8 leaders, and we've had an amazing time in the presence of God. And one of the things that we like to talk about when we spend time with young people is how to have a relationship with God, and particularly about intimacy with God. And the thing that we found that's really helped us in our lives to have that relationship with God is by hearing His voice. Because a relationship is two-way. God gave us our eyes, our ears, our mouth, and He wants us to talk to Him, but He also wants us to listen to Him. And the Bible says that we are His sheep, and all His sheep hear His voice. So that's one of the things that we've been teaching this weekend, and we just believe it's so important. And we learnt that there's 4 keys to hearing God's voice, and this is what we pass on to the young people. So the first one is to quiet yourself down, to get rid of all distractions, whether that be TV or Facebook, internet nowadays, or whether it's doing things in the kitchen or in the house with friends, with family. But we all need to spend time with God each day on our own to be able to hear His voice. So that's the first key, is to quiet yourself down. The second key is to concentrate on Jesus. Now maybe you're a visual person and you like to imagine Him, what He looks like with his hair and His eyes and His robe. And you can imagine Him coming to you and putting His arm around you and talking to you. Maybe you like to do that, or maybe you like to just think about some things in the Bible. That's particularly what I like to do, just to meditate on Him and some of the things that He's done on my life. But we need to take that second step and be thinking about Jesus. The third step is just simply to ask Him, Lord, what do you want to speak to me? And then just listen to what comes to your heart, whatever He puts in your heart. And that could be a picture, a thought, it could be a song, or just a feeling. But whatever He puts in your heart is the third step. And the fourth step is to write it down. And one of the reasons that we like to do this is that God's thoughts are always more kind than ours are. They're always more loving, always more gentle. And so we've just believed that it's a good thing to write it down, because you're not going to reject those thoughts. And then afterwards you can come back and read them and think, is this really from God? And I can tell you, if they're loving, if they're kind, if they're gentle, then it really is from God. And again, if you're not sure, then I just suggest you go to somebody who's a little bit more further along in the faith than you are, and ask them, am I really hearing from God? Because we're all here in this journey together, and that's what we're called to do, to encourage each other in our relationship with God. So be blessed today. Amen.